You, me, and us. Whatever, I'm recording.
I am too. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Jamie.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little under the weather right now. You can probably hear it in my voice. All nasally and sinus and stuff, but I was expected. I knew so many people getting sick, and I was like, I'm fine. I'm doing great. And then I spent a full day on set, moving in and out of the cold, and just kind of got to me, hit me.
I kind of got to you. I know every time people around me are sick and I'm not, I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm the cool one. I never get sick. And then weeks will go on, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh my God, Jamie, that was so last month. And I'm like, I feel like I'm dying right now. What's going on, girl? What's new?
Well, as we spoke about on the last episode, I was filming my my short film. So we did one day already, and then we have the next two this weekend. It went really well. We did all the scenes we needed to get done in the venue, and the venue was great. We were at Cock of the Walk, which was an affiliated restaurant with Snakes and Lattes where I work. So the owner also owns that, and like the building itself is just so cute. And they've just like made it super like fancy, and it's like an absinthe bar, so you can like go and just like drink absinthe.
Nice.
But we didn't do that. We didn't do that. It was crazy because you were there for female therapy. It was just kind of, I mean, I guess you were there when we had like we had actual crew members, but by the time like we got to like the third or fourth episode, we were just like the director and the AD and my DOP, and that was it. But on set on Monday, we had like the director, the DOP, and then we had a focus puller, a camera operator, a gaffer, a grip, and a boom operator, all doing their job. So it was like really cool to just have them do what they are there for. And I didn't have to do anything. And Ivana, one of the co-producers on the project, because it was my like acting day, I guess, like it was all my scenes. She was like, you're just acting today, don't do anything. And I was like, okay, like, all right. So then I started, like, moving stuff, and she's like, no, Holly, go sit down. That's not your job. Go sit down. I was like, I don't know how. And she's like, nope, well, focus. Go and get into character or something. Because, like, stop doing what you're doing. I'm like,
I'm just so used to wearing this hat.
I know. I'm like, I don't know how to just be an actor. I feel like I should help. And she's like, nope, you're fine. Go act. Go be an actor. Go sit in holding. I was like,
so with that, with just being able to act, did you feel a sense of freedom with that? And somewhat of like less responsibility and going, oh, okay, so now I can just do this and like a little bit of your worry was subsided when you had to just worry about the lines and character development, all of that stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I wasn't so stressed. Like, I felt like on female therapy, I was just stressed the entire time. I was like, I want to make sure everything is good. So, and I didn't think, the whole time I didn't think about acting. I just kind of was, like, saying my lines. So, as far as female therapy goes, it didn't really highlight me as an actor because I was just so focused on producing it. I only had a few scenes, and in this movie, most of the time we're not talking because it's all through, like, text message. So it's just kind of like us reacting to text messages. So it was just us hearing the text messages and having to react in like text. But it was good because like I didn't have to think about anything. I just had to stand there and wait to hear action and then do what I was there for, and then hear cut and reset and like. Oh, there was this one time, this one part, the director was looking for a very specific shot of the the phone case that my character has is like a cat shape. And so he has this shot where the camera is just, you only see the cat-shaped phone case, and then my head's behind it, so it looks like I'm a cat, I guess. I don't know. I didn't end up seeing the shot, but I'm excited to see it because it didn't take so long. I guess it took like 5 minutes or whatever, but it was for this small, like a 1 second, 2 second shot, and he just kept on being like, okay, now move a little bit to the right. No, you're right. Okay, now move your hands. Now move your head. Now move your body. Now step down. Now move this. And I was just like, this is what? So hard. I was like, just don't breathe. Just don't breathe. Don't move. Don't breathe. I hope the shot looks good, but that was fun. That was really interesting. Because, like, for me, I've never had to worry about like specific shots or angles. Even for like on camera, on set, I don't think I've ever really had a director. Like we had a director on Female Therapy, but I feel like I intimidated them a lot because I was the one who was producing and I wrote it and I was starring in it. So I felt for the most part, both the directors that we had on set were very afraid to say anything to me. Like as an actor, they were afraid to be like, Holly, I need you to be a little bit more like this. But it was super great to have Dennis, who was directing it, to just like, you could tell he knew what he wanted. You could tell it, and he was like very much just playing off the actor and what he could get out of the actor. And it was like so great to see, because I don't think I've ever experienced that since doing my own projects, like having an actual director. So it was nice.
It's so good that you were working with somebody who knew what he and she wanted. So it's nice to be able, because then it's much easier as your job as the actor to execute that, instead of having someone be like, oh, I don't know. I mean, which also, I mean, there's freedom in that too. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, but you find, because there's a structure to it, right? And you're able to just go, great, okay, I've been given this note, and now I'm just going to take care of the rest.
Yeah. And like, it was. Like, you could tell that Dennis knew exactly what he wanted. And he'd been working on it so hard, and you can tell that he cares so much. Because he's even, like, posting on social media being like, I'm so excited for this thing. And, like, I've never had anyone feel that way. Like, even doing Female Therapy, I mean, like, you obviously were great to have on set. And, like, Sharon was great. And, like, a few other people, too. But I felt like for the most part, I felt like I was just, like, straining this excitement from people who were like, I don't want to be here. And I was like, I'm sorry. So, I didn't feel like that on Monday. It felt really great. Everyone wanted to be there. Everyone was there for the project, and like
that's fantastic,
which is great. And like Yvonne is such a great producer, and so is Kelly. Like they're doing such a great job, and I feel like I'm not doing anything, but I mean, I'm just happy to be.
Well, you are a part of the project, so you are definitely a part of what is going to be the final product. Because if you weren't there, yes, somebody else would be there. But if you weren't there, you were a big part of this whole, so you're a piece of that. And that's fantastic. I'm so glad that you're having fun. Are you able to tell us a little bit about the premise or a little bit about your character?
Yeah, I can tell you. So it is a short film, so it's only 12 minutes, and it really just kind of takes it's like a day in the life of these 3 different girls who are all, I guess they were college friends, college roommates, and they're kind of like having a college reunion, and it just takes us on a journey of how we have now currently in society established our relationships through social media, and that's how we now create those relationships, and how it's almost the only way that we know how to connect with people. So throughout the entire film, you see all 3 of the girls conversing with each other and their significant others through text, through Snapchat, through Instagram, through Twitter, and it's all that is the only thing you ever really see them talking through. And it's just, you see them texting, but you also see them reacting and how they're actually feeling when they're texting.
Okay. Interesting. And what drew you to the project?
Oh, well, I love anything to do with social media, because I think social media runs our world, and it's really scary. And I also, like, originally the premise was just, like, basic girls who were planning a wedding. And I was like, no, we need to scrap the wedding thing, because like that's been overdone. We're not doing a wedding. I don't like it. And they're like, oh, that's fine. We don't need to keep it a wedding. We just want these like girls who are like very basic. I was like, okay, well, we need to have a premise, and we all kind of worked through it. So I also wrote it with Yvonne and Kelly, and we kind of just worked through what we wanted the characters to be, what characters we wanted in the script. We originally had a script with like 9 characters, and I think now there's only 5. I'm maybe completely off, but what I really liked about it was how much work we've put into the script and how much work we've put into the producing of it, which, like, with Female Therapy, it was great and I got it done. I just felt like a lot of it was really rushed, and I never really had a time to actually sit down and edit the script. It was like, here's some points, now let's just film it. And I was like, oh, okay. But with Basic Bays, is what it's called, #Basic Bays, we put a lot of work into the script. Like, we've spent like hours on the script, just changing things, cutting things, editing things, moving things, like talking out different beats and like figuring out all the characters. And so we really kind of know what this film is about. So I really love this film. Like I did love female therapy because it was the first thing that I ever had a chance to explore myself in film. But this film is its own beast, which I really
Yeah.
love.
Oh, fantastic. That's so
Yeah.
great. Things are
Yeah.
going well. I had a great week. Lots coming up, lots to do, and yeah, it's a great start to January. I'm filming, or rather, I'm doing my last class tomorrow in a film intensive that I've done for the third time within the last 6 months, which is great. Um, Getting to have a really great relationship with the instructor and the school and the other students who are there, and it's really nice to just be a part of an institution where everybody really is there for the work and there's no
Good.
ego at all. And my instructor's been in the biz
Yeah.
for 30 years and has done everything and has met everybody and is still active in the community. And he just wants us to succeed, so it's really welcoming, and there's no pressure. It's not about landing the take. This is coming, if some of our viewers don't know, I come from a very strong theater background. So this is my first time transitioning into TV and film, which is a big reason why I moved out to Vancouver. And as you had mentioned before, I love using the word beast. It is definitely tackling a different beast for sure. You know, the it's not about the acting part that I need to get, but it's definitely learning a completely different style, that's very intimidating from somebody who's used to being like this and then having to just bring that in. There's something so beautiful and magical about it, but for me a bit intimidating because to go small I almost feel is more vulnerable, if that makes any sense. But I get that's the part of why we love what we do, because that's the point of acting, to be vulnerable, to get to that place. So yeah, so that's our last class is tomorrow, and then I'm meeting up with a fellow colleague who's going to give me his feedback on my play that I sent over to him to have a look at, which is great. And so I'll come back with feedback about that. That's really awesome. It's the first time outside of my instructor that actually, I did send it to you, but this is probably maybe like the fourth or fifth person that I've sent off my first play to. So I'm very excited about that. And learning how to accept feedback, but also learning that when you pass it off to trusted colleagues who have done writing themselves, which was a big thing. I made sure to send it to people who have written their own stuff, and have been around for a while, how valuable that is. And trusting that there's going to be criticism, there's going to be, there's obviously going to be pros and cons, but to take that, and that I feel, and being able to put that back into my work and then tackle it from a different angle, because there's so many other ways that I want to take it right now. And I've taken it in a few directions since I've edited it. But now it's about, okay, taking all of that and then now going into the one direction, as opposed to like where it still is with like the 8 different directions I've taken it in. So this is the next process of the play, which is really great. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's coffee. And then I have the privilege, and then I have the privilege of seeing some presentations, some scene study presentations this weekend, which is great because I love entertaining, but there is nothing more that I'd rather do on a Saturday night than be entertained by other artists. So I'm looking forward to that. And then that's pretty much it for this week. Oh, and then some very, very exciting news is we've submitted to Fringe Festival. Here
we have
in Vancouver. So yeah, I'm that'll happen. The lottery will be on the 30th, and that'll be very exciting to see what happens.
Oh my god, how cool would that be if we got it?
I think that it would be something really, really sweet, and I would just love the beginning process of what we would do. But more so the fact that we would finally be together and creating again. This is beautiful because we're creating apart. But to be in the same space again and being able to create something.
Oh my God, I know. Well, I'm gonna come visit either way. Like, if we didn't get in, I would still come to Vancouver and visit you.
Absolutely. So, yeah, those are things that are going on right now, and it's been a great week. Just, continuing with like what I said in last week's episode as well, and taking the approach to my work, not as musculatory, like not this, and I felt that to passion and nerves as well, because you obviously always want to do great work, but yeah, just taking the time to enjoy the view and really know that it's there, and just trusting that the good work will come, and the networking. Oh my goodness, just meeting people who are like-minded, even with the people in the class. Some haven't touched back into acting for a few years, and then there's others who are continuing doing it, and they want to do good work. They want to come here, they want to act, they want to see a different side of the world and what they can do, and it's really beautiful to watch. It's really sweet. So yeah, there's gonna be lots more coming our way, so we're excited for our viewers, we're excited for everybody out there to tell us what they're up to, and what's going on, and anything coming up in Toronto, any shows, any sketch shows, stand-up comedy, anything that
I'm doing a couple stand-up shows next month. Like the 16th and the 19th, I want to say. But it is on my website if anyone's interested at hollywider.com. Yeah, so I was asked, actually approached by a couple people who asked me to perform some stand-up, so that's exciting. Because I did really enjoy it the last time I got a chance to do it, and I really hope that I can really get
great
into it.
Oh, so great. And how long is your set for right now?
I'm assuming just 5. Like I most of the time that's what people are asking for. It'll either be 5 or 10. Like I wouldn't expect any more than that.
Cool. And is this all new work? Are you drawing from some old stuff, or just going and...
It'll probably be like, I'll probably pull from some old stuff. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure exactly what it'll be. Like I have to look into the actual show. But it'll probably be just bits and pieces from other stuff that I've done.
Oh, so great. Well, I can't wait. If it's ever taped, or if you're able to share with us, or I know you said that it's going to be on your website, but that, and if when you do come to Vancouver, I'd love, I don't know when or how, but if you can do a set out here, that would be awesome.
Oh my God, I'm sure I could figure it out. I'm sure I have some contacts over there.
Do that up. Awesome.
Yeah, this is great. Well, this is a great episode.
Really great episode.
It's like a check-in and a positive vibe that you've got going.
Yeah. So
getting stuff done in 2018. It's our year, baby.
It's our year. It's everybody's year. It was funny that you say that. I was speaking to a friend the other day, and I was telling her about, just what's been going on. She goes, Jamie, it's only the beginning of 2018. She's like, you've got the whole year. She goes, look how much you've
done. Like, calm down.
She's like, look how much you've done. She's like, just bring it down a little bit, okay? Like, you've got the rest of the year. And I was like, I know, but it feels so good to accomplish stuff and feel good about it. So, 2018, off to a rockin' start. And we look forward to hearing from you what everybody else is doing. And plug away if anybody has, it just struck a thought. If anybody has a stand-up gig, or if you're in a comedy troupe, or if you're doing a serious play, if you're writing your first stuff or something that is going up and you want to plug away, let us know what it is, because on either end, if you're in Vancouver, I'll come and watch it, and if you're in Toronto, tell Holly, she'll come and watch it, and
I want to hear it. I want to come see
know
it.
And then you can come on the show and tell us how it was. So
yeah. And we'll hear from you.
Yay!
Yeah.
Sounds great.
All
right, everybody.
All right, Jay.
Signing off until next time. Okay, bye, Halls.
Bye.
Bye.
You are so special. Maybe you don't think so. If If we both took a moment to listen to one another, then maybe we could know what we both know. You, me, and us. You, me, and us.
Oh, so
Yeah.
last month. So lame.
Yeah. So last month. So lame. Keep up with the trends, Jay.